Sons of the Forest is here and it has arrived with quite a bang in its early access for PC, and just like many survival games, this sequel will throw you into its world with a limited tutorial. You'll need to learn the ropes of this survival game quickly, survive and get yourself dug in. So in light of this, here are 5 tips for Sons of the Forest to keep you alive and give you the best head start you can get. So currently within Sons of the Forest there is no hotbar access, being able to switch weapons at the click of a number key or other hotkey you would normally choose, or a radial system for that matter, but what it does have is something that is at least quick-ish. Holding the I key will hold your bag out in front of you, and from here you can select the items that are on your bag in order to swap to. Going into your inventory and adding the bag to the middle will then allow you to customize the items that will appear on your bag, so you can choose different weapons, different items, put some med pills on there, or maybe a flare or two. So there is some versatility in the items that you can have a quicker access to. It's not perfect, and hotkeys or a radial system would definitely be a better option, although this is slightly more immersive. It works and it provides an alternative from going into your inventory to change weapons. Part of the key to survival in Sons of the Forest is exploring and gathering resources used to craft and upgrade your equipment. While some resources are very easy to gather, such as sticks, rocks and leaves, other supplies are much harder to find and much more sparse, especially compared to the first game. Compared to the first game in the series, items such as cloth are not nearly as abundant as they once were, but luckily there are other ways to gather even more. Every time you load into Sons of the Forest, crates and boxes are closed again, meaning you can go back to the crash site or camps and re-loot them for all of their beautiful supplies. And this also applies to caves, so it's worth revisiting caves that you ventured through and cleared out. The enemies themselves won't actually respawn, but many of the supplies that you want will still be there. Food is an important necessity for survival. Survival games like Sons of the Forest are no different in this regard. Berries are easy to find, however they have their drawbacks is that they just aren't that fulfilling. Fish can be easy enough to catch in the lakes and the streams you'll find throughout your journey, but the best food to refill the hunger bar and some health along with it is going to be cooked meat. Squirrels, rabbits and deer are all roaming in abundance of the forest. You could chase down helpless rabbits or try your aim with shooting deer, but honestly, the fly swat trap really shines here. It's easy to make with very few resources, and this trap will trigger and kill even deer with just one swing. Place it in spots where animals have to funnel through, like in the center starting location where your crash site is, and you'll have an abundance of food for your whole journey. Stone, 3D printed and carbon fiber arrows can all be crafted or found throughout the Sons of the Forest. Cycling between them took me way longer to figure out than I would actually have liked, and that I'm willing to admit, but whilst having the bow equipped, look down at the ground and you'll see the option to change arrow types. By default this is the R key, making it easier to use the right arrows depending on the threat you're facing. No longer will you be trying to shoot stone arrows at one of the big mobs. He may not be the combat companion you wanted, but Kelvin can be a huge boon to your survival, or really to the gathering and keeping your supplies stocked up on the harvestable resources. Using Kelvin can allow you to explore the dark depths of the cave or just roam the forest while your silent companion gathers your every need. Use Kelvin to refill the holders for resources while you're away, or just ask him to gather material and drop it in a specific location, so that when you return it's a heap of logs, sticks or rocks. I use this especially to get a load of logs for my return, so I can build to my heart's content. He will also point out enemies, he'll chop trees down, clear areas and even catch fish if you ask him to. Despite his lack of combat skills, he certainly does put the work in to keep your camp going. Have you got any tips or tricks that you want to share? Let me know about them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you've discovered and I'd love to hear from you. If you've enjoyed this video, consider giving a like and subscribe for more from me. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.